Cincopetra is calling it quits on magnet motors, mostly because of Peter Samarak. I stepped into a trap that I was duly warned to avoid, and I am paying the price that I was warned I would have to pay. After discovering that gyroscopes had unlimited potential to destroy energy, I learned from a PhD that Sullivan's toy duck and rain were energy-creating cycles. Energy creation has been heavily debated for these two examples, which are conceded to be highly inefficient cycles from both sides of the table, at best small fractions of a percent efficiency. I was disillusioned by Johnson's and Brady's successes, which I now understand are cycles with fraction of a percent efficiency. Both successes and others could be mostly characterized as nearly impossible to adjust, useless perpetual motion machines. I can testify to the difficulty of these adjustments as well as the futility of the inefficiency. Peter Samarak has fallen into the trap and is promoting an incredible device, and the trap is open wide again. Peter has recently demonstrated a device that seems to indicate something like 70,000% efficiency. While the efficiency is current efficiency and not power efficiency, it is 700 times better than anything I have seen before. Prior high efficiencies have involved extreme efforts to avoid friction and electrical resistance. Peter has done it without the avoidances, and I strongly believe he has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that energy can be created as well as it can be destroyed. I expect to hear one day soon that he is creating 10 to 50 times the energy that he is putting in. Unfortunately, he is putting in less than a watt. And the energy created goes into heat and friction. Asked whether this device is a motor or a generator, I would have to say, neither. In my quest, another PhD advised me to give up on motors and work on generators instead. He had witnessed an invention by Jim Murray III and assured me that the 184% over unity he claimed was factual. Murray seemed to give up when he found out that this was not good enough. He also shot himself in the foot with an implausible explanation of his device. Murray's generator simply has a lower torque burden and therefore a higher energy conversion factor. I can certainly testify how difficult it is to generate torque. Murray reduced the torque burden to about 50%. I can demonstrate it in a simple benchtop experiment and show how it can be reduced to about 25%. Murray's invention is not economically feasible, but nonetheless a way of producing free energy. Samarak's incredible discovery is enlightening, and he may have unlocked the final secret to usable free energy. I believe he requires two different motors to work. If so, they must be at different phases, and that may be the undefined requirement that will solve the world's energy problems. I am pretty sure Samarak's invention will be proven to create energy, and hopefully history will recognize him as the father of free energy, and the man who finally put the nonsense of absolute conservation of energy on the shelf next to flat Earth. Murray's invention is single phase. Adding a second phase is all that may be required to get it over the top. Replicating Murray's device is very costly, at least 10 times the cost of a conventional generator. Adding the second phase and reconfiguring for what Samarak has demonstrated gets the cost down to only double. Here's what can be easily demonstrated. First, we have a simple test to look at the forces that create torque burden in a typical motor or generator, using 3 magnets. This represents 100% torque burden. The forces resolved to Faraday's forces are highly desirable in motors and undesirable in generators. I call them crowbar forces. Now let's see what happens when we switch to two-phase. The torque burden forces are all but gone. What's left here is mostly easily avoided friction. Voltages and currents are the same as Murray has proven. The effect can be stated in many ways. My choice? Two-phase loops allow the back EMF forces to be moved from the high-energy air gaps to low energy in the steel return path. The effect caused many of my earlier motor failures, and I expect it is what will make generators succeed. So I would like to pass on advice I have received. Number one, stay away from low efficiency cycles because they will certainly ruin your life. 2. Learn all you can about Murray's generator. And third, I'll add, jump on two-phase technology. It is surely the wave of the future. I hope someone is interested in picking up the ball where we have left off. Signing off and looking for a job.